not hot 7, hot 6.
Ooh.
In the upper right, I should be their advertiser. In the upper right, we have our Terran player. He is SuperNova. In the bottom left starting location, we have our Zerg player. His ID is Leenock. What they need to do is get a wooden door on the front of that hatchery.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Like a little cat door or something, let the larva go through? Wouldn't that be cute?
I was thinking one of those little doors that, you know, that elf lives in there? It's like the one that you see on a tree.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And like a, graphic adventure, medieval time game. I'm like, okay, there's a door on a tree. Clearly, an elf lives here.
Well, yeah, I guess that should be the case, unless, the tree got it like a piercing kind of on a human. Maybe that tree just wants a door.
Oh,
man.
yeah, maybe it just has like one of those little circular.
I think it's ridiculous that we don't let trees do things like that.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, it's got a door handle. He's like, no, that's my nipple. My nipple's pierced.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that.
And then you open it, and there's actually all there is a door. There's no hole behind it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, it's a clip-on door.
He gauged one of his branches. All right, so
he's an emo tree. He's a willow.
The emo tree is
the father oak tree is like, it's a phase. He'll come out of it.
Oh, this is like the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. Yes, the willow is the emo tree. That's good.
That's right, man. When the tree's on its journey, it goes to the bristlecoat and pine, the oldest tree on Earth, to get some
The oak is
wisdom.
the hardcore tree. All right. So he's going to go for a quick command center. Quick command center. Note, this is one of the few games we've seen as of late where the Terran has not put the barracks in a weird position.
Yeah, it was just kind of on the side of his base. One thing is weird.
I'm still laughing at the willow tree. Just ignore me. Just cast.
But one thing I want to point out is weird is this is a map that you will almost always see reactored Hellion openings on. And we may see it after the command center. But if we don't, it's going to be like one of the first times we've seen it here. And the way that that's placed, that barracks looks like it wants to put a reactor down, so I'm guessing we are still going to see reactored Hellion after that expansion. And I actually kind of like the reactored Hellion afterwards, because that's going to allow him to get a little bit more economy. And normally the way Leenock plays, he's not going to normally do too much aggression early on, so I like it.
All right, we have the speed for the Zerglings on the way here. Zerg does get to have map dominance now. Leenock, by the way, once again, not putting the Overlord in the standard position.
Yeah.
Although SuperNova not going for the same opener as Finn. And frankly, I think there's no reason to not do the opener that Finn did for the barracks. Yeah. I mean, unless he 6 pulls, you're fine.
Yeah, no, that's true. It can be quite good.
I just realized how I'm going to beat like Nesty on television. Like now, I feel like I can say I'm saying MVP on television, man. Because I'm going to 6 pull him, man.
Dude, I feel like he'd run the Marine home and have a bunker waiting, and you'd be like, ah.
No, man.
We just go straight
my
for
links
the
are
SCVs.
faster, man.
He counterattacks you with the Marine. You do a base trade.
One Marine base trade.
It's like you're like, that's all right. I'll get him when that Marine kills the hatchery. The broodlings will get him. And then you're like sitting there waiting for the tie, but actually all your creep goes away and your spawning pool dies.
By the way, the records on this map, they're actually both very successful on Daybreak. Mm-hmm. I wonder if SuperNova knew that, or Leenock knew that about SuperNova going into this match.
I guarantee you probably looked up everything about SuperNova. Because even though people thought SuperNova had 3%, Leenock knew better. He was like, SuperNova is actually one of the scarier people in the GSL.
All right, he's going to go for Cloak Banshee. And, it's a pretty good. As much as Cloak Banshee is such a pointed build, it is very strong. I mean, if it works, it really works.
Yeah, that's so true. And, I mean, buying the Cloak, at the minimum, you're going to force a few Overseers, and oftentimes you're going to slow down that third base for quite a bit, because, I mean, they're going to have to bring Queens over there or have Mutas, and that takes a while. And what if they bring one Queen less than they need? then they're going to basically lose the
game. They're
game.
going to lose. So, you know, it's a pretty strong build. I don't know if it's always going to be around in the same way.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I mean, eventually we might have pro gamers that are so Banshee-proof that it's actually better to go for something else. I don't know.
Oh, that could be the case, man. In fact, we've seen Banshees go out of common usage a couple times in the GSL, and then come back in eventually when people learn how to use them better.
I mean, if someone had gone back in time and told StarCraft 1 players that, all right, guys, in 6 years from now, all the Protosses are just going to go Forge first against Zerg, I would have been like, what?
Every game.
I 2-gate Zealot Rush, man.
Yeah, man, 2-gate Zealots.
Try to get Templars out, and my Nexus, and eventually I lose to Mutas, man. That's how the whole matchup works.
Yeah, that actually,
That's
I
actually
remember
how it
that,
works,
man.
man.
It was like so sad. I'm like, yeah, man, Reach is going to do it. Nope.
No. All right, as you can see, the Banshee Rush already paying for itself here.
Yeah, he's already got a lot of kills, costing mining time as well as killing off drones. And the Overseer does come out. 6 kills on that Banshee, and he's going to get out of there as well. It's pretty great, man. That's a nice little build. So now, 6 drones have been killed so far.
Don't tell me he's going to have to cancel this. That would be so bad for SuperNova. If he had to cancel that command center.
Yeah, that would be kind of
That would be pretty bad, guys. Uh-oh.
The Hellions are coming back as quick as they can, but he's going to have to, man. More Lings are coming. And bam.
Okay. Well, it's kind of starting to even out here. He had to cancel that command center.
Now, one thing I do have to point out is
what is he doing making a command center in the middle of the expansion like that with a Banshee build? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like make it in your
he has
name.
the Hellions as well, so I think he got a little bit tricked. His Hellion placement was a little bit off, and he didn't see the Lings going in. If he did see the Lings going in, then he can save it. But we have 10 Mutas on the way, so those Mutas are going to, you know, not make SuperNova all that happy. He's getting his turrets up now. But he doesn't have great anti-muta going on. You know, one thing going pretty well for him is that Leenock does not have a third yet. He just put down the hatchery for it.
All right, the Muta is now doing a lot of damage here. Chasing down. Oh, no, Cloak. Oh, Cloak doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter.
It's like a Linkin Park song. So as you can see, he's Zerg is taking that third, as Zertosis said. Actually, he's a little bit oversaturated at his natural. Leenock is.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I think he's just getting ready for that next phase.
Swap him over.
You know.
I'm under the impression it's going to be a pretty long, dramatic game.
Yeah, it's gearing up to be a long game. There's no question about that. We had kind of funky openings by both players, but it definitely is turning into that. And wow, that's actually some brave Marines, man. If he happened to have all his Lings right there, then this game would not go long.
All right.
In fact, he's going to lose that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually just going to lose the command center. SuperNova's trying to be so greedy, and it's not working out. And oh my god. What?
Well, that was bad.
Yeah,
He put out a whole position, lost all those...
oh, wow.
You got to watch your army.
Yeah,
you got to do that.
You know, I think he expected for those Marines not to try to attack, because if those Zerglings and the Mutas go together, then the Marines die. And look at that, the Cloaked Banshee. Great usage.
And it's getting pretty low. I mean, Overseers are slow, but he should be able to save that in time. Oh, actually, well, no, he'll open there. All right, so we wait. Oh, that's a lot of Mutas. That is quite a gaggle of Mutas.
It's a murder.
It's a murder of Mutas. That's right.
It's 19. It's a 19 of Mutas.
It's a sick 19 of Mutas.
Sickest 19.
Sickest. Well, the Cloak did burn out, but it looks like he's not going to be hunting that Banshee. Sometimes I feel like with Banshee's Cloak, people don't actually spend enough time really hunting them down, for instance, with the Mutas. It's like, no, I mean, the Cloak does not last that long when you really look at it.
Yeah, it doesn't last too long, and that's going to be an annoyance.
Yeah.
You know, but he does have a Spore there, so I don't know. Let's have to see what he wants to do with that. Oh! Zergling's running by, catching some of these Marines here. It's pretty good use of the Zerglings. I mean, they don't have to do a lot of damage. We're just keeping Terra on their toes, trying to figure out what's going on. Can be quite nice.
Hellions now going towards this expansion.
Uh-oh! Only a Spore Crawler there, and that only hits flying units. Fortunately for that Spore Crawler, those Hellions are not, in fact, in a medevac.
All right, Leenock, once again, not really controlling his Lings the best he could. SuperNova now pushing out. I think SuperNova is suddenly He's done this in every single game, actually. He's really comfortable going out with a small army.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I like that.
Well, I do have to say, he has 1-1. Baneling Nest actually isn't up yet, so there'd have to be an overwhelming amount of Lings and Mutas to stop this, but that might actually happen here. And he has more Marines coming up, so he has to just get in a good position. Hope! And does Leenock actually have enough? That's a lot of Mutas.
The angle for the Lings was not good there. All the medevacs are able to heal all the Marines in the front. That's why you got to get a surround.
Yeah, but Leenock's pullback was really nice there because he didn't actually lose any Mutas. He just let Zerglings die. And again, the Zerglings don't matter all that much right now. It's all about this Muta clump and getting it bigger and bigger and bigger. And it is getting so big at 31 with +2 Mutalisk attack on the way. This is going to be such a harassful ball of Mutas.
Harassful ball of Mutas?
Yes, man, a harassful ball of Mutas. And there's not a single Thor on the map. So these Mutas are actually just going to do things like fly into the main base and kill everything.
If he gets his Marine army, he gets a free fourth.
Yes, very true. If he kills off that Marine army, actually, I'm going to go ahead and say it. If he kills off that Marine army without losing a ton of Mutas, then he's going to get like an almost insurmountable lead for Leenock.
Oh, the Banshee's like, I'm back. 3, 2, 1. We didn't even need the Overseers.
That's right.
It's like the most annoying Banshee in the game. He's like, I'm back, biatch. And I'm like, oh, God, don't talk like that. So annoying.
Okay.
And you're also killing my drones.
We have... Is he going to actually move out? He was starting to. Only a couple siege tanks in there, and Blank Sweet's about to finish, and he already has +2 attack.
Oh, man. Is he going to get that thing to cancel?
Oh, will he get some medevacs? Anything he does here is actually good.
Dude, he actually forced it to cancel.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was actually going to happen.
That was nice.
Wow.
And, going after the siege tank. Nice move there. Trading a Muta or two for siege tanks at this point can be quite nice, because if you slow down this push enough, it's going to give Leenock just basically enough time to get whatever he needs. And the less siege tanks, the more his Banelings will do. He's morphing more and more Banes. In fact, he is about to have over 40 Banelings. 46. Wow. And here is that Muta ball. Without any Thors here, these Mutas are just going to kill everything.
Man, he cleans up all these turrets, hardly losing anything. The Terran will have to rebuild those turrets, get those Marines back there, try to drive out the Mutas. And, this is the number where the Mutas actually start to get a little bit ridiculous even. I mean, it's so hard to control the situation. Terran now drops over here. This may force some of the Mutas to come back.
It looks like all the Marines in the main base being stemmed. It's a huge force stem. And Leenock is, even though he's behind in supply, I kind of like his position. There's only 6 siege tanks out.
Yeah.
There's 69 Marines. And finally now he is getting some Thors. Okay, so that's what SuperNova really needs. He's maxed out and his final supply is going towards some Thors. And that's something, I mean, it's so important. This Muta ball is so deadly.
Very nice dodge there, by the way. Oh, man, he's baiting out so many stems. Look at that.
Yeah. And in fact, what is this?
They see me rolling. They hate it. All right, we got, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's just going to go into the main. This is a really smart move by Leenock.
The Thors are out. Oh, a lot of splash damage being dealt, but a Magic Box does occur. These Banelings, what are they going to go for? Going after some SCVs.
Oh, man. Boom.
And, well, going after all the orbitals again. This is something Leenock loves to do. He kills all the orbitals, or most of them. That's going to be a lot less scans, but in fact, doesn't get it.
He should be able to repair that in time, depending on how focused he is.
I do have to say, he lost all of his long-term units, basically. He has just a few Mutas left. They're all badly hurt. He spent a ton of Banelings to kill a lot of the economy of his opponent. So now SuperNova should be going for a counter push. And the counter push might be deadly.
I think the counter push might actually win the game.
Yes, it might.
He spent so many Banelings on the SCVs. He didn't get any Marines.
Oh my god, he's morphing 51 Banes.
Okay.
And actually, this is the wrong choice by Leenock. Morphing all these Banes down here and sending them to that planetary is the wrong choice. He just traded a lot of his army for economy. So what he has to do now is go pure army to stop the army of his opponent. Instead, he's going to trade more army for more economy, and SuperNova's just going to counterattack. So, I mean, this is...
Oh my god. All right, I think actually, as sexy as that was, guys, I think SuperNova just now won.
Yeah, that was the wrong choice
scary,
of those banelings because, yeah, he's traded so much of his army to kill off all the economy of SuperNova, but that leaves SuperNova with a sick army. So, I mean, there's definitely still a chance that Leenock will win here. And in fact, if he holds this counter, then the game is his, you know, but...
Yep. It is all down to this one attack. If SuperNova wins this, Artos is 110% correct. If SuperNova just gets in there and Leenock can't stop him, the game ends. Otherwise, Supernova's in a lot of trouble.
Well, Supernova's on a clock right now because Greater Spire's on the way. We have a good-sized army from Leenock still. Supernova's is a little bit better, but two of his tanks very low in health.
The sand is running out of the hourglass. Supernova is actually being way too sluggish with how he's moving out.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, this is...
You know what he's actually trying to do? I just realized.
What?
He's actually trying to get back economically and just hold Leenock in a really bad position. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's what his approach is.
It might end up being the best choice.
He's saying to himself, if I unsiege and try to walk home, I'm going to get hit really hard.
Yeah, you know what, Taste, you're completely right about this. And it's a little bit scary because there's going to be Broodlords.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he knows after killing those two bases that Leenock basically has no economy. So, you're completely right. Oh! Catches quite a few units.
Yeah, let me steal your computer for a second, Artosis. So it's 23 SCVs to 46 drones, just so you know.
Yeah, and we do have 7 Broods on the way. Now that's really frightening. We have some Vikings in production, but man, there's a lot of Banelings and an Infestor out right now. That's kind of scary.
Well, this drop should never have happened. Oh, nice. Actually got the mutas. It should have happened. I take it back.
Wow. That's well done, too, because that's some of the few units he has that can hit air. In fact, we have no Corruptors. We might get into this situation that we see happen to Zergs from time to time where there's Vikings and there's no anti-Vikings, so the Vikings just kill all the Broodlords. That happens so often. But he does have his queens, and Leenock does like to bring queens from time to time.
All right, well, you know what? Supernova's strategy seems to have worked to a degree.
Yeah, no, this is so high level, man. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, that was actually a tough decision. I actually respect Supernova for doing that. I would have gone and tried to end it. He's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to regret this in the drive home.
You called it perfectly, and I respect so much that he made such a hard decision. Whether it turns out to be the right decision or wrong decision in this game, it was a hard-to-make decision, and he made it very, very well.
All right, well, he got the hatchery.
All right, so Leenock is down to like 20 minerals. He has no income. And he's going to have to just push out. So we're going to see if this strategy worked out. Actually, right now, the best thing Supernova could do is walk away from what he's at over here. Or he needs all his army together, basically.
Yeah, he just needs to have a big ball.
Yeah, and he needs his tanks spread well.
Honestly, I think holding this position here is fine. But I think I see what he's saying to himself, which is like, I think he's broke. I'm just going to go back here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care
like that.
about how long this game is. I don't care
he has all day.
It's just like, this is Leenock's problem now. He's going to have to come up with a solution in about the next minute here. And right now, Leenock is actually just sitting there in his booth.
Oh, my God. There's Banelings burrowed at that Zelmagalach tower.
Oh, what? Nice.
He was really eager to put those off. He actually could have waited for a little bit
This
more.
Changeling has been following the army the entire time.
It's pretty sick. So
it's actually like what he does. He takes the Changeling and he right-clicks on the Marines. So as they're moving around the map, you're never going to notice that that's...
yeah, it's pretty cute.
Yeah. Well, it's just funny because this is GSL Code S, so we're actually seeing proper application of a Changeling. I guess you can use Changelings very effectively even in Code S.
Yeah.
I would assume that eventually, you know, it would just never work, but no, man.
Right, well, the army of Leenock is coming out. He's long-distance mining. He has to make a move because Supernova is mining for the third. These are such great moves. You know, the army of Leenock is way too slow to deal with these. And, oh man, killed off that spawning pool, so no more Zerglings. Going after the Hive. In fact, he probably killed a Hive.
Yep.
So now Ultralisk will never exist in this game.
Okay, and he's going to clean it up from here.
Yeah, so...
I think Leenock's actually... He is so barely alive right now. I could say so dead, but I'll just be nice about it.
He's cleaning this up as cost-efficiently as he could, which is good. But the thing is, during that time, SuperNova mined enough to make that all again. So
yeah. Well, I see what SuperNova's doing still.
Oh my
He
God.
just doesn't know how many Broodlords there are, this and that. I think.
Do you want to know what's gross?
What?
That one Marine attacking the third, all he has for attack units, like, nothing can get over there and kill that Marine very well. Like, what does he do, send 2 Banelings to kill that Marine? He has to send his broods over. It's really sad. So that Marine just killing stuff, man. Look at that, 5 kills, 6 kills.
6 kills.
Haha, my broodlings will get you! Leenock, get off the broodlings already. Alright, so...
Hey, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Why did the Broodlord look so mad?
Why?
Because he had been brooding all day.
Oh, man, you need to be like a writer for a comedy show, Jason.
Thank you.
Actually, no, you need to be a comedy show.
I'll do it, man. We're already doing it here at GSL. We had this.
All right, SuperNova's controlling this game too hard. This next drop here, he's going to kill that, pick up, and get out of there. Yeah, he truly is controlling the game perfectly right now. He's doing everything he needs to do. Just beautiful play by SuperNova.
You can really see the patience here of SuperNova. He knows, okay, now is when this will trigger an attack. He sees the expansions finally up. He says, okay,
boy.
I've been mining this entire time. You haven't. Now I'll attack you. See, wait, are these free overlords? Well, I'll take it.
And now he's supply blocked, and he does not have money to be making overlords. He does not even have larva to be doing very much either. All right, so... Oh, boy.
Oh, my word. All right, well, slowly but surely, he's pushing forward. The Broodlords are just so sluggish that they can't really do much.
And now he's even using Banelings on that. Look at this. A SuperNova just peeling apart Leenock. Leenock has to fly all those slow Broodlords back over there because he wanted to save an extractor for some reason.
I think Leenock is, psychologically, I think he's just falling apart.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to really do here. He just, which is, I mean, he's played a beautiful game, but
we're seeing a really good StarCraft 1 pro gamer make perfect, very calculated decisions. People don't normally play StarCraft 2 like this. This is like when you really buckle down and pay full attention. You're like, no, I will move up to the round of 16.
Yeah. His decision-making this game has been second to none, SuperNova's. Like, actually second to none. It was beautiful decision-making that has led to this victory. He's played greatly this entire time. In fact, Leenock has as well, but this has been just awesome. Now, yeah, this is... you know, SuperNova has floated down his main orbital, taken another base, so he just has to push into here, just like he's doing. Let's... I mean, he's up 72 supply.
Yep.
I want to say there's some way for Leenock to win this, but...
And the only way that Leenock would win this is if SuperNova controlled his army so poorly that then it made an opening where, you know, he could come back.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Well...
You know, it's interesting. I would think he'd be pushing a little bit quicker up here. He's really taking his time, you know?
Yeah, he certainly is.
I mean...
Well, it is a scary group of units that Leenock has. Controlled correctly, that group of units is... I think can kill almost anything. In fact, this is a scary scenario. In fact, just waiting for these... Look at that. Some nice transfuses on those Broodlords, and in come the Infestors. No, the siege tanks stay brave and stay siege, so those Infestors are not able to come up.
All right, he's been pushed back a little bit. Remember, if he breaks this army, he's going to get over there. Excuse me. If he breaks that army and gets over there, he is going to kill the hatchery. The hatchery is so low on hit points. There's not going to be any transfusions because those would have been used on the Broodlords. So
if he breaks the army, that's actually it. That's like all that's left.
This game ends. Otherwise, we see potentially Leenock engineer the sickest comeback ever.
Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful play.
Oh, my God.
Beautiful play.
Using the splash damage.
He needs to do one more on that top tank. That's what he needs to do. Those Thors actually are so powerful right now. Baneling's going to be pretty bad against those.
Okay, I think he's done it now.
Yeah, it looks like
There's
it's
too many Thors there. That many Thors, and you just don't die. GG.
Wow.
Man,
what
a game.
Series.
Yeah, actually, it's true. Not even what a game. What a series.
The whole series was sick, and SuperNova advances in first place. 3%. You 3% out there are so smart. That was probably SuperNova logged in. So he's like, 0%. And then he votes for himself. And then he does it, man.
That's the way to do it.
The return on his GSL betting points.
Well, it looks like 97% of our viewers were wrong. Wow. That was a really, 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 really good game. The whole series was
Good
awesome.
series,
I hope
man.
that the rest of our games can keep up. I mean, geez. So, who's next then? We got MC versus. Why am I forgetting? Finn. Finn, yes. That's going to be cool. I want to say I don't think Finn can lose, but then I just saw him lose to Leenock, and it was so far like.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, MC can always kill anyone.
We're going to take a 5-minute break. Sorry, we're going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back, so please stay tuned.